particular, very meticulous way this world is organized, and because this world is organized, there must be an organizer for this world to be organized. So they say, now wait a minute, no, human beings come from this, from monkeys go back to these kinds of animals, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so the logic of this goes where? Let's see, let's discover some of these people's logic. Okay, it goes down, well, it was, the first thing was created, the first thing, then everything comes from H2O, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen molecules. They came. Let me ask you this, who brought the 2 H molecules and the 1 oxygen molecule from the state of non-existence into the state of existence? Allahu Rabbul Alameen. Can something come out of nothing? Right. So there is a creator. That's a given. هل من خالق غير الله. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us for Quran al-Kareem. Nice? Okay. Now we go to the second one. The second question, if there is a creator, and there is this creator attributed with wisdom? Hikmah. Let me ask you this. All of us are human beings. We have within us a gland among the endocrine glands. Endocrine glands are glands that secrete hormones, called the pineal gland. Those of you in the medical field know what this is. Pineal gland is very small. It's almost a peanut size. It's responsible for producing melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that is now implicated in the sleep-wake cycles. In other words, this melatonin, this pineal gland, this little pineal gland in the brain, secretes melatonin at night to make you fall asleep. But it doesn't secrete melatonin during the day, so you don't fall asleep during the day. Is there wisdom in this, or isn't there? One more. Growth hormone, also produced by the brain by something called the pituitary gland. This pituitary gland secretes about a dozen hormones. Among them, the growth hormone. The name gives it away. Growth gives you growth. This growth hormone is produced in a pulse-like fashion, especially after 1 hour of sleep. After an hour of sleep, during your sleep, your growth hormone is being produced. So you can grow while you're sleeping. That's why doctors tell you, among the reasons that if you want to grow, you have to have a good night's sleep. Not for adults, but for children. Is there wisdom in this, or is it just chaotic? More examples, and you all can give me examples on your own. Examples of the desert animals versus the polar animals, ice animals. You see a desert fox, and then you see a fox that lives in the North Pole. Why are they so different? One has all this kind of fur to protect him in the winter and to give him all these things, versus the other doesn't. Isn't there wisdom in this? Then there is wisdom in the creation. Everything is created with wisdom and not chaotically. Therefore, there is a creator, and the creator is attributed with al-Hakim or al-Hikmah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Hakim, which means He creates things for a reason, and also with the reason. In a sense, the reason that they grow with, and gives them the reasons they continue their life with. Since we said that, now we have the third question is, would Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then, who's attributed with wisdom, hikmah, would He create something and destroy it for no reason? Okay, so He creates human beings. After the human being is done, rules for the destruction of this human being. Creates another human being, destroys this human being. Lillah al-mathal a'la. But think of this. Don't compare Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala His creation. But think, an engineer builds a computer, destroys it. Then builds another computer, then destroys it. Builds the same computer, destroy it again. When it is built, destroy it again. Is this a wise act, or is this chaotic? La lillahi al-mathalul a'la. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates things for a reason and gives them the reasons to live. Therefore, there is wisdom in the creation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not create things like that. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Afahasibtum annama khalaqnakum abatha. Do you think that you were created chaotically like this, without any wisdom, without any reason? وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ. And you don't think you're going to be assembled back to us? Why? Because look at life. In life, you will see people who live their lives as oppressors. Oppressors, Qarun, Fir'aun, they lived their lives as oppressors, oppressing people, pressing people, stripping the rights away from people. Zalimeen, their entire life is, their CV is zalim, wal-iyadu billah. You will see other people living their entire lives as mazlooms, oppressed. Some people are oppressors, some people are oppressed. And because there is a creator, and this creator is attributed with hikmah, with wisdom, the creator who is wise will not allow those who oppress to go unaccounted for. Because among the things of wisdom and hikmah is to be just. Because of dhulm, unjust, khilaf al-hikmah, is contrary to the hikmah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala al-hakim. Therefore there has to be justice, and justice must be reached. And because some people oppress and others get oppressed, there has to be a day for judgment. So justice then can prevail. Very logical. Islam is logical. Unlike what people say. This world then, Allah when He says, تِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ, as if it's right in front of you, yes, because this world, there's no need for substantiation of evidence anymore, because this world will end. Look at this. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. إِذَا الشَّمْسُ كُوِّرَتْ وَإِذَا النُّجُومُ انْكَدَرَتْ. Notice Surah Takwir ayah. What is it? Shams went, this takwir went through the destruction, and nujumun kadarat means fell off the sky, done. Its lifespan is gone. We all live now on earth, the earth that we live on. What is among the reasons for life? What is it? The sun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you the sun, so it gives this world life. Not only human beings, but plants. Not only plants, but animals. Basically everything that lives on earth also gets this from the sun. But as all of you know, and even science now says, the Quran already said that long time ago, but science tells you now that this sun has a lifespan. Just like we have lifespans, the sun also have lifespan. And the sun, its power decreases over its lifespan. Eventually the sun will decrease so much that itself cannot sustain itself, and it will be destroyed. This is according to science. But Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, إِذَا الشَّمْسُ كُوِّرَتْ. The Shams will go. So if the Shams is gone, will there be life? There will be no life. Any form of life on this earth, there will be any form of life. And therefore, تِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ. This dar, this living, this earth, this world will be done then, because it's scientific also. Not only because of the Quran. Of course the Quran comes first, but also science says that. And therefore there will be الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ. تِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةُ نَجْعَلُهَا لِلَّذِينَ لَا يُرِيدُونَ عُلُوًّا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا فَسَادًا وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. So there will be that day, and that day is judged in a very detailed way. That day is also not chaotically done. There will be a world. There will be a world after this world, and that world is also done, given a specific time to appear. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inna yawm al-fasli kana miqata. Yawm al-Fasl, the day of judgment. Because there are people who oppress and there are people who are oppressed. There will be a day of judgment between all these people and all these things. That day, kana miqata, is given a specific time that will appear. يَوْمَ يُنْفَخُ فِي الصُّورِ, the day that when there will be this first blow on the sur, فَتَأْتُونَ أَفْوَاجًا. And then all of you will come to that day of judgment. So there is a day, and that day is coming. تِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ. Why does Allah say تِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ, not الدَّارُ الدُّنْيَا? Why is الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ is attributed with this justice and all these things, not الدُّنْيا? Because it seems as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indirectly is telling us, تِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ نَجْعَلُهَا لِلَّذِينَ لَا يُرِيدُونَ عُلُوًّا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا فَسَادًا. In the Dar al-Akhirah, it will be for those who do not seek superiority and fasad on earth. It means indirectly, مفهوم المخالفة, as if Dar al-Dunya, the dunya, is a place for those who seek superiority and fasad.